Good afternoon, good morning-ish. It's July 2018 Planning Commission meeting. My name's John Borofsky, and I'm the chair. And we have one item on the agenda for today, as far as I know, and that is the final order of the Eugene Planning Commission's appeal on the hearings official tentative approval for the Furtick Family Limited Partnership PUD, and that's file number PDT 17-4 and ARA 17-15. Staff, do you have anything you want to tell us?
So we have brought the draft final order that we were looking at the last meeting with updated changes to account for the testimony and evidence that was rejected. And so we'll have that up available on the screen for any modifications to that text that you guys would like to propose. And for those of you that have a hard copy, it's on pages 2 and 3 of the draft final order.
Okay. Any questions from the commission? So as I mentioned at the last meeting, we did take straw polls on the 4 appeal items, and we said we would revisit if any of the commissioners felt that the evidence that they reviewed in those documents made them want to revisit any of these items. Does any commissioner have an interest in revisiting any of the appeal items? Okay. Do you want us to do it as a final order as total, or do you want us to do it individually as each individual appeal item?
I think just a motion adopting the final order of the Eugene Planning Commission on appeal of the hearings official's tentative approval for Furtick Family Limited Partnership PUD, parens PDT 17-4 and ARA 17-15, close parens, dated July 5th, 2018.
So I would entertain a motion to that wording.
To approve.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Or did you have discussion, Stephen?
I was just going to say that I'm in favor of all of the issues except for number 3.
All those in favor? Opposed? 1. All right, with that, we are done. Did the staff have anything else we wanted to talk about?
Not in regards to this. You had talked about maybe doing.
There is an agenda item that we normally do at the end of each meeting. It's called items from commission and staff. I figured since we're here, if there's any items that the commission would like to bring up that they've gone to or done in the last few months.
Well, we had a moving ahead sounding board meeting some time ago. I did not bring my stuff with me about that, so I'd like to defer that just to kind of give an update on kind of where that is.
Okay.
John Jaworski also attended, but obviously is not on the commission anymore, so.
Okay. Yeah, Commissioner Baker.
We have an up-and-coming historic review board meeting.
Okay. Great. Yeah, and just for the new commissioners, there are subcommittees and assignments that we kind of split up amongst ourselves. So that'll be something that will be coming up to us in front of us probably in the next 2 or 3 meetings. We'll kind of go through and look at that, see which positions have vacancies and which ones you have interests and those types of things in. So there will be plenty of opportunity to get involved on some more little deep dive type things where it doesn't take the whole commission to do it and then it comes back. So anybody else? Yes.
Could you send out a list of what those opportunities are prior to our next meeting?
Actually in your binder.
Right.
So there is, yeah, and so it's got what the current
Makeup is.
makeup is of those.
Right.
And yeah.
And some of those committees have been dormant, you know, and now some of them are starting to kick in. A lot of the Envision Eugene ones were dormant for a long time, so there really was no work to be done on them, but they're kind of starting to ramp up now.
We've kicked off a lot of projects all at once, so we'll definitely be
Yeah.
tapping you, but it would be good to get the 3 of you on whatever,
And
as
so
a
when
resource
you
for whatever
see-
project, yeah.
Myself or Commissioner Baker or Randall have checked 3 or 4 of them. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're wedded to those. There's some that we have vested interest in just because of the longstanding thing, but on some of these newer ones, there's definitely opportunities for everybody to be involved, I would say. Yes.
And staff, do you know when we're planning on having the evaluation and re-elections or volunteership?
No, we haven't actually put that on the agenda just yet. Later this summer for sure. I mean, not too late this summer. And next meeting is pretty full. Next Tuesday is a full night. We've got a public hearing, it should be a short public hearing on a street name change, and then a couple items from Robin, an item on the neighborhood planning guidelines, and an item on the Envision Eugene Technical Advisory Committee, appointing somebody to that. There may be, I mean, if that's something you guys want to talk about soon, we can definitely look at room on the next couple of agendas following that, to talk about subcommittees and to talk about getting a chair and vice chair.
Historically, it's been August,
Yeah.
the first meeting in August when we do chairs and those types of things, so.
And that actually, I think that actually would work out pretty well, so.
Commissioner Baker, then Commissioner Randall.
Yeah, I was going to suggest maybe if staff could send out an updated schedule because the new commissioners were seated after July 1 and that
I
might
think
be,
we forwarded that one to you, but I mean,
just to make sure.
yes, absolutely, because we'll double check on that one.
Commissioner Randall.
Sounds like with the ETAC, since that's coming up, I would think if any of the new commissioners, that would be one to really look at for the commissioners as far as level of interest. That's coming up Tuesday.
And is there
far
a
as interest.
staff member that they should talk to if they're interested? It's a time-consuming committee, so, yeah, just who should they
It's
talk to?
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah, it is Rebecca. And I should just mention that it's, there are a couple of other hats that I wear that have put me in consideration for that already, so.
And in on another
capacity.
board or another capacity?
On the ETAC, yeah.
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 Yeah, so I think there's information in your packet for July 10th with a staff contact for that. So if you are interested, that's your.
Yeah, and we'll be having that discussion, because this body will nominate somebody for that position. So that'll be a formal nomination because it's a standing committee and a standing position to a committee that's appointed by the city manager, so.
Right.
All right, with that, I see nothing else. We are closed.